What's going on in the nation, ladies and gentle people? Welcome back to another episode of the Village Podcast. I'm TJ, if you don't already know me, and I am on a scale of 1 to 10, 100. So stoked for this unboxing today. I am through the roof excited, guys. This is the new Emperor 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, I'm still somewhat of a cheapo after all these years. You guys know this if you've seen my past videos. I don't usually go for the higher tier configurations, and if you watch a lot of the other reviewers on YouTube, you'll hear some of these bigger spenders say, oh, you should get this and this, you should get the Emperor Max or whatever, Pro at least. And you know what, if you are a die-hard creator, I mean, I consider myself a creator professional, or at least a creator, but I don't need to spend thousands on a MacBook Pro. And I would argue a majority of people do not either. But it might help if you do a lot of huge file punching. That might come in handy. But I didn't do that. I just got, like I said, the baseline model. But here's the great news of all, folks. It now comes standard with 16 gigs of RAM. Thank you, Apple. Can I get a hallelujah? It only took how many years? But Apple finally gave us 16 gig standard. I think they kind of had to at this point because it was almost becoming embarrassing on their behalf. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. I am so stoked. Again, it's been like, I think 3 years since I've done a MacBook unboxing, because for a long time I just did a Mac Mini with my iPad Pro. But this year I decided to just, totally complete my Mac OS transition, because I was doing a combo on Windows 11 and iPad OS and Mac OS for some time, but I have, as of today, transitioned fully to Mac OS for my workflow. Okay, so let's get into this unboxing. Okay, here we go, guys. So, the box, even though I didn't own one for the last couple of years, from what I understand, the box hasn't changed that much since last year. A nice picture of the Mac right there, and MacBook Pro on the bottom, and top, of course. As always, that's pretty standard for MacBooks. And here we go, to the nitty-gritty good stuff here. This is the meat and potatoes of why people watch these things, right? So, we have this here, and here we go, guys. We're going to take the top off, hopefully. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's upside down, but that's okay. Alright, oh, yes. And what we'll do is we will take the laptop out first and set it to the side. Oh, yeah. What is it about Apple's notebooks that just feels so premium in the hand? And I know I've said that in my past videos too. I don't know what it is. There's just something about the process that Apple uses with their engineering or something, because they're not the only computers that are made out of aluminum, but they are the most premium feeling. You feel like you're getting something healthy and good quality. Just out of the box. So we'll get back to the laptop in a second, but this is another exciting thing for me. This will be my first MacBook again since they dropped that MagSafe. Now, some reviewers, including one of my buddies that is a huge Apple guy like me, he doesn't care about MagSafe too much, but you know what? I do. I'm super stoked. I love that you can charge it without taking out the USB-C port, and I love that it's magnetic, and that they color matched it the laptop, of course, and it is a braided cable. So Apple has gone a long way just in the last few years of making things just a little more premium than they already were, which is awesome. And on top of that, you have your documentation, which, as you guys probably know by now, there's no Apple stickers. So that's one thing you do need to know, is that you won't get Apple stickers any longer due to environmental reasons. But I think we all know that's just cost-cutting measures from Apple. But whatever, I think they're a legacy part of Apple that shouldn't go away, but that's okay. So these are the documentation, nothing to see here. And last but not least, you get your charging brick, which is not coming out, of course, live. Here we go. Okay, charging deck, same stuff that you guys already know about. Let's get back to the laptop. So, this is something just incredible. I hadn't even unwrapped it yet. I'm sorry, guys. I have to do this. I have to bring out my Barry White impression because Barry White was the sex icon of the 80s and 90s. And let me tell you, this is something sexy, something beautiful. I have to unwrap this bad boy correctly.
Hey, Daddy, it's me, Barry White. I just wanna take that plastic right off. That Space Gray MacBook Pro. Oh yeah. Take that plastic right off. Nice and slow. Oh yeah.
I am so sorry I had to subject you guys to that, but you know what? I'm as passionate about technology as Barry White was with the ladies back in the 80s. So, here we go, lady. Let's open this up for the first time together. It probably helps if you open it from the right side, though. Man, I'm slacking today. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. Here it is, first time. Bang. Let's adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Oh, take that off. Zoop. Hello? Hello? Nice. Oh, yeah, that screen is gorgeous. Just stunning. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up and start customizing it to my liking and doing everything I always do with every Mac I buy. And I'll do that very soon with a review. But I think you guys overall know what I'm going to think about it. It's going to be amazing. It's a Mac. How could it not? Just some things to consider. Like I said earlier in the video, consider the fact that don't over-purchase something that you don't need. What I mean by over-purchase is, you know, some people get caught up in that mindset of, oh, I'd rather have too much power than not enough, and then they end up spending over $2,000 or $2,500 or $3,000. And yes, if you are going to fully utilize something, like if you're going to utilize it for CAD work, or, you know, maybe you're doing Final Cut Pro, you're truly a content creator, and you're editing massive amounts of photos, maybe you're a professional photographer, I could see that extra power being absolutely useful. But if you're more like a prosumer, like me, who I do casual content creation, I'm not a professional, I guess. I mean, I consider myself a creative professional by hobby, but I mean, I don't need to drop all that money. And so, again, just consider that when you're purchasing these machines, guys. But other than that, you really can't go wrong with this year's MacBook Pros. Of course, you have two sizes. This is obviously the 13-inch. You can also get the 16-inch if you choose. But again, you'll be paying well over $2,000 for the 16-inch. I find that personally, not only is this more financially responsible for myself, but it's actually what I need most because it's portable and you can really carry it around easily, room to room in your home, or when you're traveling, it's a little bit less cumbersome in your computer bag. So all the way around, the 13-inch is a really ideal size for a lot of people. But again, not for everyone, but for most people, it will be. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. I am TJ once again. If you haven't checked me out yet, please check out my channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Please be well and take care until next time.